Hey guys, so today we're going to take a look at what I picked up at my local comic book store. They, like everybody else, had a Black Friday sale, so was able to swing by later in the day, not first thing. Try not to, totally blow my budget. I did go shopping a little bit on Thanksgiving night, bought a couple things. But late in the day on Friday, was able to swing by the store, and we had initially just going for at my local store. They have welcome mats, which are either video game based or comic book. So they have NES controller welcome mat and Spider-Man and things like that. So picked up a Nintendo themed one because our front mat was kind of flying away in the wind and wasn't very sturdy, so I knew that was going to set me back about $20. Didn't want to spend too much, so just went through the back issue bins. Everything was half off, and tried to not really pick up anything more than $4, which ended up being $2. Figured that way I'd stay within budget. So first thing here, we got Justice League number 211. This is late 70s, early 80s. Picked up a few Justice League just because they were on the cheap, and I kind of like this this era of Justice League. It's fun, not too zany, but not too serious either. So this one's 212 because I did happen to pick up. I was able to pick up a few in a row here. This one, it's a little zanier. It has this mild-mannered janitor in the middle. It says, "Why is this guy the most important man in the universe?" And the Justice League is kind of squaring off against all these aliens and to protect him. I do like this Justice League group. It's kind of a classic group. You got Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, Flash, Green Arrow, Black Canary, Hawkman. Elongated Man's in there. He's probably the only CD lister on that team, but just a classic team, classic outfits. Just exactly what you're expecting from a DC Justice League book. 213. This is I've read some of this storyline. It has to do with Adam. He gets sucked into a different dimension where he's super tall all the time, and everybody else is small. I think it's the Microverse. And here we got Batman, Hawkman, Black Canary, and Red Tornado on the cover. And Green Lantern's floating up here. Kind of hard to see. But I know I've read the first. I want to say I've read the one after this where he gets sucked down into the universe. And like the one or two after that where they kind of finish up the story. This is 214. Hopefully I didn't accidentally buy this one twice. The cover kind of looked familiar to me, but I might have just flipped through and seen this one before. All the Justice League kind of reflected in this crystal, and this cool looking wizard lady. It kind of looks like Raven, but it's pretty sure it's not. This one's quite a few after those. This is Justice League 231. This is one of the JSA and Justice League crossovers. I love the JSA, so when I saw Alan Scott and Dr. Fate on the front, I picked that up. I don't know why it says Family Crisis and Dad's Out of Control. I don't know that. I don't think this is supposed to be Jor-El. He looks a little. He's got like a fro and a beard. I don't think that's Jor-El. But it does have Superman and Supergirl on the cover, so I don't know. Looking forward to that one. next few books I picked up were Green Lantern. I just happened to look through and see they had some older ones that weren't, really good prices. So this is number 180. You got, I forget her first name, Carol Ferris. Looking at Green Lantern here, this is kind of one of those gimmick covers, but the gimmick covers always get me. So it's, she's saying my life is in ruins and it's all your fault, and he's copping to the fact that that is correct. So, written by Len Wein, art by Dave Gibbons. Dave Gibbons is the one who did Watchmen, so he does a good job. Here's another gimmick cover. It's just the next issue, but apparently they were on a run of gimmick covers. So this is Hal Jordan, seemingly quitting in front of the Guardians of the Universe. Just a classic look for him. I love that classic Green Lantern suit. Just the green, the black, the white. There's not too much to it, but everything's proportionate. Everything looks good. If they just done the classic suit in that Ryan Reynolds film, I would have been happy. They didn't do the white gloves, and everything was a little too sparkly and CG. I mean, this suit, it's still around for a reason. It's a great design. It's a simple design, but it's a great design. This one's Green Lantern 183. Another gimmicky cover. John Stewart pushing Hal Jordan out of the way, saying he's Green Lantern now. Obviously later on, John Stewart's outfit changed, and he stopped wearing the mask and kind of let everybody know that he was Green Lantern. This is before that. I think this is a pretty early John Stewart appearance. Not the first, because I know what that cover looks like, but just another one where they're kind of introducing him. This was a cool one. This is Green Lantern 184, where you got John Stewart, Hal Jordan, and Guy Gardner all powering up. This, looking through it, I don't think it's the first Guy Gardner issue, but it has like his origin story to an extent. And you'll notice he has this weird cropped haircut. I don't know if they'd made him too rambunctious or, right now Guy Gardner's kind of always rebellious. I don't think he's like that in this issue. This one looked kind of just like they were explaining where Guy Gardner had come from, and showing him getting his ring. So this was a cool cover. Just figured to pick that up. Next, I got a couple issues of Mark Waid's Flash. This one I picked up just because, look at that cover. It's Santa Claus with a machine gun. Coming up on Christmas, might as well. Mark Waid's Flash. This is the Wally West Flash. I prefer Wally West over Barry Allen. I know we'll probably never get Wally West as the Flash again, the way DC is doing stuff. Wally West, at this point, they have him accidentally kill some people with the most recent Tom King miniseries. And right now they have a mini by Scott Lobdell, kind of going over the ramifications of that. I'm not a fan of Scott Lobdell's writing, so I let that one go, even though I'd love more Wally West, but I wasn't expecting anything from Lobdell. So another Flash. This is number 90. Just had a cool cover. It was on the cheap. The late Mike Waringo does the art on these. He's a really good artist. His stuff looks a lot like almost like Ed McGuinness, but not as bulky. Next, I came across some Firestorm. I love this look here. This is number 2. Early 80s. I just love the Firestorm outfit. I've always loved the Firestorm outfit. It's just an awesome design. he's got the puffy sleeves. He's got the kind of like the V on the chest here, and he's got this cool, the sun with the exploding atoms. His head's on fire. I mean, the look is awesome. How they write the character, I've never been a huge fan of, unfortunately. The duality with him and Professor Stein. How they're always kind of just bickering and never using their powers right. That's, after a while, to me at least, it gets a little old. But, the visual of Firestorm is awesome, especially when they do this, like the atoms around his hands to show how powerful he is. This one's number 4. It looks like he's going to fight the Justice League. We got Killer Frost over here. Again, the look of it alone is worth it to me. These were both like maybe $2, so, with the half off, they were just $1, and at that point, hey, even if I think it's a little silly, for $1, when comics nowadays are $3 to $4, I'll go ahead and get that. This one's Hawkman number 12. I'm a big Hawkman fan, especially this, I was going to say this era, but not really. It's really just the costume. I know his costume is super pared down. There's not too much to it, but like Hawkman during the Jeff Johns run, I loved that, and so I pick up Hawkman when I can. This one and the other Hawkman were both $2, so $1 after the discount. This one's number 12. I could have sworn this series from the 80s ended at like 10. Obviously not. I might honestly have that one or this one, because same series here. This is Hawkman 16. I might have them in my collection somewhere, but for as cheap as they were, I mean, I'm basically getting them for this old cover price of $1. And at that point, I'll rescue a Hawkman from the bargain bins. That's perfectly fine with me. Next, we get to the Marvels. This is Iron Man 138. Back when they were 50 cents. Bob Layton doing the artwork here. He's like a classic Iron Man artist. Also did a whole bunch of stuff with Valiant later on. This is Tony Stark. Looks like Dreadnought caught him without his armor on. Just a neat one on the cheap. This is Iron Man 166. Looks like this one has to do with his drinking, because I have the bottle on the front here. It says Over the Edge. I do have the famous issue where he's, getting drunk, and, on the cover he's looking in the mirror with like a scotch in his hand, and he's like sweating. I want to send that out to CGC at some point, just because that's that's an important issue for Iron Man fans. I found this old Fantastic Four. This is 25 cents, so this is pretty old. It's issue 168. The artwork was by Joe Sinnott. First I thought it was the artwork looks kind of like I've forgotten his name, but the artwork looks like the original Fantastic Four artist. So I thought it might be the Jack Kirby. There we go. I thought this might be a Jack Kirby issue. Looking through, it's not, but it's still pretty early. Looks like this is when Power Man had a stint replacing the Thing, because Ben Grimm had been turned human, which happens more often than they make it seem. But this is another one, 25 cents again, so just about 4 issues later. This is Fantastic Four fighting the Destroyer from Thor. Again, the artwork looks like Jack Kirby. I mean, that face right there is super Jack Kirby to me. But I believe, again, it was Joe Sinnott on the artwork for this issue, too. So both these Fantastic Fours were pretty cheap on the. The other one, there's some fading as far as the cover goes, but and they're not in the best shape. But to me, it's I'm just gonna read these, put them away. I don't need a 9.8 copy that I'm gonna be flipping through. That's not my style. So, last but not least, we got this Marvel Comics Hulk from. Let's see, it's number 204. It says they have some of his origin, probably just because they have this time villain here. Looks like he's sending Hulk back to back to prehistoric dinosaur times. I have a lot of Hulk from this era. My uncle gave me quite a few of his collection, and it was a lot of Hulk issues and things from the 25-30 cents era. And for a while I was just going through and picking up old Hulks when they did sales, because it's just so simple. Everything's self-contained, one issue story, so they're just easy to read through and enjoy. Kronos here, I think he was recently in the Sentry miniseries that they did, because they did have a time mind villain. I swear it was Kronos. Apart from this, I don't know that I've ever run into him, so pick that up, because it was on the cheap. It's not the best copy. There's some damage on the bottom here, but hey, it's Hulk 204. I don't think anything's ever gonna come of it if I sold it. So that's it for today, guys. Next week they're having a Black Saturday sale on the 7th. I want to say I'll be able to get over there depending on my budget. With Christmas and Thanksgiving and everything, it's gotten a little tight with the budget, but maybe I'll swing by and try to get some bargain buys there. So that was it, guys, and see you next time.